Okay, start.
Okay, hi guys. So welcome to the Queen Studios live stream. Today we're going to have a look at the T-800 life-size bust. So we're going to wait a few seconds, wait for a few more people to join, and then I'll introduce you to our incredible life-size bust. So I can see the screen to my right, so if you have any questions, I will take a look, but it might take a few seconds. There's a little bit of a delay. So just bear with us while we wait for a few more people to join the stream. Okay, so I see the first question. So it said, please announce a static version or confirm there's only one version. So we will only make one version of this bust. The story behind the T-800 is 2018, 2019, we released our first T-800 life-size bust, and that was also a battle damage bust just like this one. However, that was our first bust, one of the first busts our company ever made, and since then we've been able to improve and make some adjustments. So maybe 2 years ago, we released the T-800 clean version, non-battle damaged, and that was a static bust, so to speak, the traditional version. So the difference with this one is this one does have mechanics inside. So mechanics or animatronics, depending on what you want to call it. Basically, we have two buttons on the front, so you can remove the nameplate, and on this, on the front of the bust, you can press the buttons and it can light up the eyes, and then the head can move from left to right. So that's the key difference between the bust from 2 years ago and the bust from around 7 years ago. So they're the key changes that we've made. There's a lot of other things too, but that's the main thing. So this is a fully mechanical bust. So over time, what we've done is we've really improved the lightness. So we believe this is the most realistic life-size bust we've created for Arnold. It doesn't detract from the previous bust, but we believe that every time we make the bust, it improves. So essentially, we've got the interchangeable hands, and then we've also got the bullets that can also be taken out. So these will also be made of polystone. They can also be taken out. It's up to you. We've got the genuine leather jacket, so it's not pleather. Some people did say in the comments from Facebook it looked a little bit like pleather. This is genuine leather. It's been distressed and worn. It should last as long as the normal leather jacket should last, because it is genuine leather. We have the battle damage here on the chest and the torso and the lower part of the body, and then also the iconic sunglasses, and then the battle damage here as well with the blood effect, and also the torn jacket. So this has taken a lot of time, and it's a passion project of ours. So I'll see if there's any more questions. Anyone have any questions? So it says looks excellent. Thank you. I won't buy these. Okay. For the movable mechanics inside, I think the key question that a lot of people have is how long will it last? We expect, based on testing, that it's going to last around 50,000 hours. So 50,000 hours is a long time, and generally after you press the on button for the mechanics, it will move for around 10 minutes, and if you don't turn it off, after 10 minutes it will stop. And the reason why we have that is it's going to prolong the life of the mechanics. On the back of the bust, you can open it up and replace the mechanical parts, and that will be something that we can help with. So please make sure that you buy this bust from an authorized retailer, or you buy directly from us. It's now available on our website. And if you buy from us or from a retailer and there's something does go wrong, just please let us know. If it's a mechanical problem, the back can be opened and then they can replace the parts so that the bus can continue to move. Will they make a static version? No, we won't make a static version, and we can remove the sunglasses so you can see the light up feature in the eyes.
Okay.
Okay. So shipping will be expensive on this piece. You can expect it to be expensive. However, this is from what we believe, this is something that we've never done before. It's a mechanical bust. We've been working on this since around 2023 maybe. We've been working on this for a long time. So it's not something that we've just done, it's something we've been working on. We know it's going to be a bit more pricey than people are used to, but our profit margins stay the same. We've tried to price this at a price point that is as low as possible, but also includes the high quality people expect. So it is platinum silicone. Each strand of hair is hand implanted, and we have the light up feature in the eye, as you can see, and also you can see now the movement. It's very subtle movement, but also because it's subtle movement, very little can go wrong. Yes, it is a red light on his eyes.
Johnny，有人问 the same the big box，
Yeah.
我觉得它会很大，因为它有机械在，所以它从头到 base 是一个整体，
Okay.
所以它的箱子会比我们的上一版会大一些。
Sure. The flight kit.
Maybe same as this box.
Okay, so for the box itself, it would be similar to a flight case. If you're new to Queen Studios, we've released a few different busts and statues with a flight case. So a flight case is usually, picture like a music, like a band, when roadies will push the big cases. It'll have wheels on it, it's got the handles on either side, and they're quite big. So it will be a little bit expensive on the shipping, but this is a limited edition collectible. There won't be many of these. So, Oliver, 这个可以 remove.
Yeah， 但是它会有手连的，这个是不可以替换的，它是整个。
Yeah, so the rocket launcher can be swapped, and we'll have another hand that you can swap. This hand here is from a movie scene, so that one, this is just a bonus feature, so that can't be swapped over there, but we will have another hand. So here we've got the rocket-propelled grenade, and we've also got the battle damage on that as well. And as I mentioned, these can be removed. The belt can be removed, it's up to you. This will be made of polystone, so it's solid. Okay, please ensure that the hair length is accurate as possible. Fine broken bust seems to have on the back. Okay, yeah, for any feedback regarding the length of the hair, regarding the colour of the hair, just let us know. Our job is to listen to you guys and try and make the most realistic collectible that we can. This isn't our first Terminator bust, as you know, and some people are unhappy with that, but the reason why we've done a second battle damaged is because this one does have the animatronics or the mechanics. So that's why we've decided to have a third attempt. This will be our last bust. If things go well for this bust, we maybe can look at a one-to-one statue, maybe one-to-one endoskeleton, maybe one-to-one Arnold, if people want that. But for now, this is the best that we can do. Animatronics is quite new, but we've been working on this for 3 years, so we're very confident this is the next step for Queen Studios. So the question, is there a chance to produce a standard version without movement? At the moment, no. And the reason why we made that decision is because in 2018, 2019, around that time, we released the battle damaged bust. And what we don't want to do is, we don't want to diminish the value of the original. So the reason why we've re-released this one is because we believe that there is enough difference to make this a different bust. So that's why we've gone in this direction. The original plan was to just do this one at the same time as the clean version, but we just needed to have that extra time to test the bust, and now we're very confident that there won't be any issues, and that collectors who do buy this is the pinnacle of Queen Studios. So Queen Studios should have made the finger move on the T-1000. That is a good question, or not a question, it's a good statement. There can be some issues with the animatronics. So the reason why we've gone for the head movement only is because it reduces the chances of any breakdown. We believe that this is the best way to increase the longevity without the damages. We want to make sure that when you order the bust and you receive it, how you see it is how you'll get it. So how you see the endoskeleton now is how you will get the final bust. So one question is, any chance of more endoskull can be exposed around the eye? At the moment, no. This is how we'll ship the bust. Can you just not put the motor and make it cheaper? Okay, so the static one, we've seen a few questions about the static one. That's something we can think about. If a lot of collectors believe that we should only have the static, or have, not only, if we can have a static and a movable version, we'll consider it. As I mentioned previously, we've got to think about the collectors that bought our original bust. So we don't like to do 2.0s. We will consider what you're saying. Any more questions? Okay, Major Alan Dutch next. Yep, we'll look into that. The original bust looks nothing like this bust. Stage 4, not really 2.0 close-ups. Okay, so maybe we can see if we can have a close-up. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, regarding the torso, so the torso itself is silicone, and also beneath the silicone is polystone. So it's a mixture of the two. The head also a mixture of polystone and silicone with the battle damaged effect, and each hair is hand rooted. And then also we have the prosthetic eye, which is standard on all of our busts, and then also the internal lighting feature here, and damages and the lighting that you'd expect from a battle damaged bust. Completely different to our first bust. The first bust did not have both arms, so this is more of a full half body actually. And again, all of the weathering in the t-shirt and the clothing, all genuine material, so it will last a long time. People that did buy our original bust from around 7 or 8 years ago now could attest that the bust does stand the test of time. Regarding the question of if we will make a static version, we'll probably take a few days to think about that, but as it stands, we'll only have the animatronic version. Okay, so a question on the tariffs. At the moment, the tariffs are very difficult to predict. The Queen Studios team will do as much as we can to limit the costs to the end consumer. Our partners will do the same. We'll be shipping by sea, and that's the best we can do at the moment. We'll look into the shipping costs and the tariffs, but that's an ever evolving situation, so it's very difficult to answer that question entirely right now. And how long you expect the motor to work for? The motor should work for 50,000 hours. So that's a long time. I don't know how long in years, but 50,000 hours is what we expect. The endo parts are chrome this time. Okay, someone said 50,000 hours is 5.7 years. So that would be if you did it constantly. However, after 10 minutes, the bust will automatically stop. And then you have to restart the motor again. And that is to make sure that it doesn't run out quicker than expected. So it should last a long, long time. So there's a question, any chance to have the head move without the light up eye? There are 2 buttons on the front of the bust, one to control the mechanism and one to control the eye. So if you want to, you can turn off the lighting in the eye. The light and the motor are separate functions, but they all work from the same power source at the moment. And yeah, you can select modes. You can select only movement or only light, or you can select both. Right now we have both the movement and the eyes, so they are both an option. To replace the eye light, that is something that we would look into. So if there is any issues with the lighting in the eye, you can reach out to our customer service team and we'll be around to help solve that problem. With the motor itself, of course, we'll also offer after service. If the motor does have an issue, we can open the back of the bust and replace the motor. So if you order from QS, can you have Arnie sign the certificate of authenticity? At the moment, we don't have that kind of relationship with Arnie, but if you go to Gold's gym in Venice Beach. Maybe there's a chance you can bump into him and get the COA signed. So the COA will be laminated most of the time. If you want to frame the COA in wood, that's also possible. Shouldn't be that expensive, but at the moment it's not something that we provide. Sorry, Stan. Sorry, Stan. Oh, 13, not many. So at the moment, Sideshow will not carry this bust. There are two options that you can order. So you can order directly from Queen Studios, or you could order through one of our authorized partners in the US. Toynami is our major distributor in the US, so they'll be working with local stores and retailers. You can also buy directly from Queen Studios as well. And to be honest, the difference isn't too much. We'll offer customer service the same. It just depends on what your buying preferences are.
No, no， 对，就是按键的。但是我们现在可以其实考虑说可以不给用这个，但我觉得没必要。如果他们觉得有必要。
Okay. At the moment, to control the bust itself, we don't have a remote control. It's two buttons on the front. However, if you are interested in a remote control, it's something that we can consider. But it's not something that we're offering right now. Some lighting to the base. There's not really anywhere that we can light the base. On the previous T-800, what we did is...
这个怎么说？这个
forgot.
可以靠。
Okay. Yeah, so the ammo strap can be taken off, but the base itself can't be lit up. We can remove the...
No.
Can't remove it.
Yeah， 这个可以 remove。
Okay.
可以。
So the ammo belt can be taken off. How do you press the button?
然后我们后期会改掉这个。按键可能会在这儿，但是。
Okay. So we'll move the controls to there. So the controls.
Maybe just maybe. So
Okay.
我们需要一点时间，先不要加点。
Okay. So the controls right now we're still working on that. At the moment, it's on the front of the base, and there's no need to light the base right now. On the previous one, we had the small figure of Arnold on the front, and then on the back we had the Arnold going into the molten lava, which is similar to what we've got with the hand here. So we've gone with something different for now. The size of the body as well is very realistic. And then also we have the polystone with more of a chrome effect, the battle damaged around the silicone, and a genuine leather jacket. The face.
它要比我们所有的产品的 silicone 的 face 要 soft 软。
Okay.
你可以更真实的感受到它的触感。
Okay. So this is the softest silicone that we have. So compared to our previous busts, it's a similar material. It's going to last a long time, but this is the softest version that we have. So if you feel this compared to our previous busts, it's very noticeable. Okay, so now we've turned off the eye, so you can see we still have the mechanical movement, and you still have the red light in the eye as well. That can be turned off. Okay, anyone watching the stream right now, what we want you to do is make sure that you share this on your social media to get more people to see the bust, because it's taken the artist that made this bust hours and hours and hours to design it. So if you can share this with your friends, your family, then hopefully more people can see the bust. Even if you're not going to buy, you're going to look. It's going to help us out because we want as many people to see the hard work the team have put in as possible. So make sure you share this live stream right now. We're going to be live for another, I don't know, half an hour maybe, depending on the support. So make sure you share this live stream. There is a question, any sound machine? At the moment, we were considering adding AI or some voice recording, but unfortunately, to get that approved by the licensor is very difficult at the moment. So the mechanics doesn't really have very much sound. So if you mean any sound at machine, meaning is it loud? It's very, very quiet. You can't really hear it. At the moment, we're in a quite quiet place. Other than me speaking, there's no one else around. And you can't really hear the motor, so it is very quiet. A definite date to announce a static version. Let's say the 3rd of December. If we don't mention anything by the 3rd of December, it's very unlikely we will make a static version. As it stands, we're making the animatronic movement version, mechanical version, whatever you want to call it. That's what we'll make so far. If you are watching this live stream, make sure you share it online with your friends, share it online with your family. If you like this kind of content and you want us to do it more, then we'll need the support. At the moment, we have 34 people, which is not too many. So the more people that watch these live streams, the more often we'll make them for our collectibles. So make sure you're sharing, get more people that you know that collect to watch this live stream, ask some questions, interact. This is a one-off, so yes, make sure you share, get more people involved. Thank you, Jeddah Patrol. Big fan of yours as well. It means a lot to watch this live stream. You've got a big fan base, so make sure you share this with your fan base as well. That means a lot. Yeah, the price at the moment, the price is the price. Unfortunately, we've priced it using what's called a cost plus pricing method. So we've included all of our costs, our standard margin that we expect. We've not tried to outprice people. It's just that whenever you add animatronics, it's gonna make it a little bit more expensive. I did see a Baby Yoda a few years ago, SDCC, and that was also very expensive. So Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about the price for the mechanical version, but it is a truly unique piece. And also, the endoskeleton or the T-800 or the Terminator himself is a robot. So other than adding in more AI, there's not much more robot you can get than this. So that's depends on you, but we think it's worth the price. So the hands can switch out. It's quite a simple switch. So at the moment we've got the rocket propelled grenade. And then this is not the hand that is a switch out. We'll have a different switch out hand. This is a bonus piece, but you can switch out the hands on the right hand. So DB Studios saying that people aren't interested in animatronics. That's cool, we get that. But if you are going to do an animatronic, to be honest, we believe that the T-800 is the one that you will do it on. Because, again, he is a robot. So that's why we've made that decision. If we did a static version, yes, it could come down to a similar price point. We'd probably be looking at around $4,500 to $5,000, similar to our Heath Ledger Joker bust. At the moment, the prices from, we can't really compare to when Queen Studios started. The costs of materials, labor, everything has gone up a lot over the last 6 or 7 years. So it's very difficult to compare to previous busts. So at the moment, we're at the lowest we can go. We're not trying to be greedy, we're just pricing where we want to be based on everything that's included. So Jeddah Patrol, reach out to the team, we'll sort you out to get one for your office. Send us an email and we'll sort you out. Make sure it's in the background of all of your review videos. This is not the final product, but the final product will be better than this. To be honest, we'll only improve, we won't go backwards. The shipping period is expected Q4 2026, which is roughly a year from now. If we can ship it sooner, we'll ship it sooner. So the switch out hand is actually resin and it's not, well, polystone, and it's not silicone. We only have 26 people live right now, so make sure that you share this with your friends. If you're in America, get them up early, give them a call. If you're in Europe, tell them to clock off work and watch the video. The more support we get for these videos, the more we'll do. Pop Culture in Australia is an authorized retailer and they will have this in stock. So if you want to order from Pop Culture, order from Pop Culture. We've worked with those guys for 3 or 4 years now. Fantastic guys. So you can order from Pop Culture. The chest is silicone. So it's very soft. We have the battle damage. And then below the silicone, we have the chrome effect, which is made of polystone. Another request for the static version. We'll look into that. So the cut-off arm is polystone, mostly because there's a lot of wiring and a lot of mechanical pieces there. So it's not silicone, it is actually polystone at the moment. and all this arm is polystone. On the other hand, the chest is all silicone. So the weight, it should be a lot more than the version from 2023, just because there's more mechanics in this bust, and there's 2 arms, so it will be more, will be heavier. It won't be 100 kg. We'll put the weights, the accurate weights on the website, just so that everyone's sure. The switch out hand won't be holding anything. The only hand that will be holding something is this hand, holding the rocket propelled grenade launcher. The other hand won't. We'll also make sure that we update the pictures and update the videos on the website to include the other switch out as well. And also we will have a video that will show the back of the bust and the mechanical parts, so that you can understand how it can be repaired if needed. The mouth can't open. I don't know why you'd want to know that, Mossad agency, but unfortunately it can't open. The mouth with the cigar would be sweet. I think if we were doing an 18 bust, it would be even sweeter. But this kind of look, we think that it really captures the character. You could drill a hole through, but again, it's very risky. For the T-1000, we can look into that. We're still collecting the final orders for the T-1000. If you have any suggestions, let us know. If there's any close-ups or details you want to see, let us know and we'll go as close as possible. This is your chance to see the bust as close as you can without being here in person. So put your request in the comments and make sure you share it. At the moment, it's not powered by Skynet or ChatGPT. In maybe 3 or 4 years' time, it could be. It might take over, but we don't want to forecast that far ahead. At the moment, we've tried to remove AI so that you won't be assassinated in your sleep. It will be just this simple movement. So I'll take the sunglasses off, and with that, sorry, I've maybe ruined the hair a little bit. It's great to see Mr. X in the comments. Hopefully Mr. X is buying one of these. It isn't powered by collector's dollars at the moment unless you pay. Once you pay, it will be powered by collector's dollars. At the moment, the hand on the T-1000 is like polystone, not silicone. So Mr. X is not buying. If you DM me, I'll sort you out a special price because we know that you're a big collector. Even though you said you've made loads of videos about your channel recently, so send us a message. Maybe we can still persuade you. We need you in the game, Mr. X. So for the silicone, it's all around the body. And then we've got it's probably to about there at the moment, maybe a little bit further. And then we've got the genuine leather, distressed look. It's a genuine leather jacket. The removable grenades. Can the light stay without the head moving? It can. We'll sort that out for you soon. Maybe now, we'll see. The grenades aren't real, unfortunately. If you want to add your own real grenades, I'm sure America is the place that can happen. Unfortunately, in China, there's more strict rules around that. So we can't do that right now. Okay, the little Aussie collector, drop us a DM. If you do have 12 life-size queen busts, there's something we can do for you as well. The grenades aren't made from metal, they're made from polystone at the moment. And here we're showing you the static version with the light up eye. We can't wait a year. Unfortunately, to make a bust like this, it does take a year. We're at 36 people at the moment. Don't forget, we know that in America, you've just finished Thanksgiving. I don't know what time it is there, but wake people up, get them out of bed. This is your chance to see the bust as close as possible without being here in person. Okay, thanks, Aussie Collector. I'll look out for your message. If you're in Europe, you might be working now, but maybe pretend to be doing something important. Watch this video and share with your friends. In Asia, it's getting late, but stay up. Forget Stranger Things. This is the biggest thing to drop this weekend. So the base on this one is inspired by the base that we made from our early version a few years ago. If anyone has our earlier version, there were parts on the base itself that would easily break. So what we've done is we've designed the base to be similar to the original from 2018, 2019, but more sturdy, less likely to break. It's very different from the last base that we had. The base on the clean version from 2 years ago had Arnold on the front and a small character on the back.
其实我们可以有很多，比如说很多种动的方式，但是我们只选择现在这个，就是因为它现在是经过我们很多次测试，它是最安全的。就是我们可以保证在他们拿到是一样的，因为你有更多的动作，就是带来更多的风险，就没法保证玩家拿到的时候，它足够的稳定。能理解。
So the buttons, at the moment, the buttons are on a base. We are looking into a remote, and we do have more options for movements on the head, but we've chosen left to right just to keep things simple and to make sure that the bust will last a long time. So we are looking into a remote version, but at the moment the bust is operated by buttons on the base. If you are interested in a static version, maybe the best thing to do is go to the Queen Studios collector group and start a poll, and we want to know who's actually interested in buying. If we did a static version, it would be around $4,500 to $5,000 anyway. So we want to know if you're serious buyers. If not, this is the only version that we will make.
The buttons on the here on the base.
At the moment, the buttons are on the front, but we are looking into the options to move it to the back or use a remote or on the chest. Where the controlling buttons are hasn't been decided just yet. Yeah, the price point is a little bit higher than usual. However, as you can see, this is an animatronic mechanic bust. It's one of a kind, truly is a very special bust. So we are not making any more money than we would have done if we'd have sold a normal bust. We are pricing it at the best we can. So we wanted to make something truly special with this bust. Hopefully people can see that. The in-art Catwoman isn't live. We'll be going live at the weekend for Catwoman. People that are interested in the static version, if we can do it, we'll speak with the team on Monday. So the last chance would be the 3rd of December, and we'll make an announcement. If we don't make an announcement on 3rd of December, we probably won't be making it. Okay, Aussie Collector, I can't check my messages now, but on Monday I'll check your message. We'll sort something out for you. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share this live stream with your friends and family. We need more people. At the moment we're at 36. Do we have any jobs? Not at the moment. Unless you're a 3D designer, then maybe. Okay, Slick Oils, send us an email to customer service at Queen Studios. No, customer service at nwatoy.com, or just go to the Queen Studios .shop website and fill in the contact form and we can contact you from there. Thank you. Appreciate the support at ABCDCVAA 3510. $38 people, 39 people. Okay, let's get more people in the live stream if you can. We're missing the Stranger Things premiere to show you the bus, so get more people involved.
Any questions? Any questions?
There won't be a bust giveaway today. Is it life size accurate? Yes, this is life size accurate. It is a true 1-to-1 bust.
你可以站在旁边给他们看一下。
Maybe I'll stand next to the bus right now.
你站在后面，你这样显得很小。
On this side, let's see. There is a delay on our side.
Yeah.
So it is around 1-to-1. Arnold's a lot bigger than me. I hit the gym, but unfortunately I'm not quite Mr. Universe just yet. So it is 1-to-1. The degrade time, silicone is quite, it's hard to put a number on the degrade time on silicone. It won't degrade. Over time, silicone will get firmer. It should last your lifetime easily. It won't really degrade, just get firmer. Thank you at Ledge Limited Collectibles. The mechanics has added to the price. I'd say a little, maybe. It's very difficult to say because within the production of the bust, there's also the R&D. There's a lot of processes that goes into it. So it's very difficult to say it's definitely the animatronics that has bumped up the price, but there's a lot of research and testing that's gone into the bust. So that's also added to the cost. However, this will be the one of the best busts that you can buy. Yeah, the old movie silicone, it depends on what year you're talking. A few years ago, Rick Baker, the Monster Maker, went on to Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking about the original werewolf that he made from the werewolf in London, and he said that over like 40 years it's still held. We've got busts in our office 10 years old. Nothing's really changed. It will get firmer. Degrading can happen on some lower quality silicone. If collectors are interested in more of our Terminator collectibles, in the next month or so, we will have the Terminator 1 T-800 6 scale action figure, and we'll also have an endoskeleton as well. So this isn't our only isn't our only Terminator collectible. So if you are looking for something more in a reasonable price range, definitely look out for that as well. Yes, his head does move. It's a very subtle movement, but you can see. The zips don't seem to move right now. And we try to keep it, everything's real, the zips don't move. An edition size is very hard to predict. At the moment, we haven't thought about that. We've only got this version. Yes, the T1 6 scale will release in 2026. A T1 Arnold bust is something we can consider if people think about that. Or, not sorry, think about that. If people are interested in that. Kyle Reese, maybe. For the T1 line, we need your support. The more people that buy, the more we can do. and the light can be turned off. Okay, on the strings, yeah, we'll look at that. It's mostly the back. The front of the strings are black. So we on the final piece, we can look into that. At the moment, no plans for an endoskeleton, but if the sales go well on this piece in particular, we will look into a one-to-one endoskeleton statue and possibly a bust. It's up to the support we get. Basically, at the moment, what we're trying to do is, the market's not at its strongest. We're trying to find out what people are interested in actually buying, and then we'll create the collectibles that people want. The 16T1 line, we'll be making an announcement soon. We're hoping to have a live stream on that, but it's TBD at the moment. So Jimmy from Godlike Statues, at the moment, no, there is no remote control, but we are looking into that. For our Iron Man busts and statues, we do have the remote, and this one not at the moment, but we are looking into it. The battle damaged arm isn't really sharp, it's all polystone. It's not really sharp at all. It is a little bit fragile, so I wouldn't mess around with it. And then we also have the ammo belt here that can be put on. And then we have the grenades that will be made of polystone. They can also go into the ammo belt as well. So it's up to you how you want to display the bust. Really easy like that. They are not real grenades, as some people have asked. If you want to add real grenades, do so at your own risk. Yeah, the QC definitely something that's improved over the years. A few years back we did have a few issues, but Queen Studios has focused more on quality over quantity. I think when we first started making busts, we were quality over quantity. Then at some point we strayed away from our original mission and we're back to where we need to be. So the QC on this will be top notch. Thanks, Jeddah. The in-art snake is probably, in our opinion, one of the best collectibles in the world. So if you don't have the in-art snake, then it's not going to be easy to get. So make sure you support in-art as well as Queen Studios. On the lighting on the eye, I'm not sure. We can get an answer for you that later. Make a suggestion, of course. So the leather is actually real leather. It's probably the strings on the zipper that don't look as good, so we'll look into that. It is going to be genuine leather, so you don't have any worries about the leather and the longevity. So for a signed version, it's quite a long while ago, so we can look into it. Regarding the skin tone, I wouldn't read too much into the skin tone. At the moment, we're filming off of an iPhone, and it's not the best lighting, and also you've got the issue with the quality of the stream, so don't read too much into that. In person, it looks almost perfect. Yeah, so the Nazgul, the shipping, there has been a few cases where the leg on the horse broke or some part of the chainmail has been damaged. Sometimes that does happen with shipping. We did drop tests. We've done a lot of testing before we ship Nazgul. Any issues, just let us know and we'll fix it for you. Just let us know. A behind the scenes video, we might have some content. I'll ask the team to see if we can release that. Okay, we're at 39 people. Come on, guys. Wake people up, get people off work. This takes a long time to make, so if you can get more people watching the video, it'll mean a lot to us.
No, no change the honey. And change. Yes, maybe the 是一个配子。The arm kind of remove.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try and get some behind the scenes shots as well. There are no batteries on this one. It's electrical from the rear, so you can plug it in the back. So the alternative hand will look into that and share some more information. At the moment, this is how it will look. Okay, if you are loving the Q&A, let's get more people involved, because the more people that are involved, the more chance we'll do this. It is our Friday night here, so we're missing critical beer time. So to go away from the pub, we need to be enticed. Make sure more people are watching this video. Thank you, Bad Egg. If they're asleep, then we will have another chance at a live stream tomorrow morning, so make sure they stay awake for that one. Yeah, the alternative hand will share more information about that later. Yep, Friday night in Malaysia, Friday night in China. So the story of how I got involved in Queen Studios is a long one. Maybe that's another stream. The book, The Making Of, is an awesome idea. I've been saying that we should do something like that for a long time. We should do more content like that. So we'll look into that. Catwoman live stream. Daryl Dixon should be coming soon over the weekend. alternative arms we'll look into. Permission from the rights owner, that's a long story as well. Comes down to licensing. Have to find the licensor, pay guarantee, go through the usual licensing agreements. Thanks for spreading the word. Statues next year, maybe 8, won't be all statues, it will be a mixture of statues and busts. But for Queen Studios, we'll be looking around 8 in the next year or so. In art could be 12 to 15 for 1/6, and then for 1/12 we'll be looking at a lot more. So if there's any 1/12 collectors watching, you'll get a lot more figures next year. The scope on the launcher doesn't move at the moment. They will all release in Q4 of 2026. Arnold's signature on the statue is going to be a little bit challenging at the moment. If you head to some of his events, maybe it's doable. Okay, 35 people, come on. For the 1/6 male Batman, you should be expecting that in the next year or so. For this one, we want to make sure it's perfect, so wait some time for that one. Back to the Future, if there is a demand, we'll look into it. If we do Back to the Future, it could be in another scale. No worries. I'm gonna have a 2-minute breather, so if you guys continue watching the video, I'll answer your questions in 2 more minutes. Okay, more tours. Yeah, we're looking some more tours of the office another time. A Ripley bust. We'd love to do a Ripley bust. We've been asking to do Alien for some time now. Unfortunately, we've not been able to secure the rights for Alien. Hopefully it's something we can do later down the line. So where the bus stops is usually where it stops. Do we have a UK base? Explain more what you mean by UK base. And Jack Sparrow bust, that was in our plans at one time, but at the moment we haven't been able to do that deal. It would be something we would like to do. Michael Jackson unfortunately has passed away. UK office for marketing distribution, no, but we do have a UK warehouse. So if you do want to order from the UK, we do have the logistics and the transportation in the UK. So the thumbs up is a bonus feature with internal lighting that will come with the bust. Buy one bust, get one thumbs up free. Any info for Michael Jackson? Do you mean the bust or the Michael Jackson in general? Thank you, Jeddah Patrol will pass on the good feedback. Your lighting on the stream is very difficult in general, so thank you. Slick Oils, if you have a page, just send us the link and we'll take a look at that. The thumbs up is currently lit by external, like a power socket. Okay, share your channel with us, we'll take a look. If you're based in the UK, we might be over there next year. At the moment, we won't sell the thumbs up alone. We could ask the licensor, it would be a cool standalone piece. We can ask them, we'll see. Harry Potter busts, we did the one-to-one Harry Potter and we did Hermione, but we didn't release Hermione. We don't think that Harry Potter works in one-to-one bust format, so we'll be pursuing that for 1/6 at the moment only. Okay, we've been going for about an hour now, so we probably have around 10 more minutes left. So if you've got any more questions, throw them our way. Can you mention what you mean by a tier 4 rather than original tier 5? If you can elaborate on that, we can answer your question. The Crow, the Brandon Lee bust 1/3 scale statue, at the moment, no. We are working on a Bruce Lee 1/6 scale figure and 1/12 scale figure. Maybe we can look at more of the Lee family later. It doesn't come with a hairstylist, but the hair should be styled. The 1/6 scale T1 should be similar price to our other 1/6 scale collectibles. Okay, on the static version, we will have a decision by early next week. But don't wait around. A lot of people were disappointed they missed the chance to get the original. For Gandalf, we'll announce a date very soon. Could be end of this year or Q1 next year. Okay, so the battle damage, how you see it now is how you get it. We won't make any changes to that. We don't know how many we've had pre-ordered because we have a mixture. Anyone that says pre-orders are sold out, usually that means they've sold out on their channels. At the moment, we can't know that because we offer a lot to our distribution partners, retailers around the world. We've set an edition size. Usually we'll reach that edition size for a popular character like the T-800. So if you order from the UK, there will be some VAT. On our website, we don't include the VAT fee, so there will be a VAT. But if you order directly from us and you're in the UK, we can look into lowering those costs. So it will be a little bit cheaper. At the moment, we don't have a direct UK distributor or retailer. So send us a message, we'll work out the UK pricing. And yes, we do have a warehouse, you can come and pick it up. It's in the north of England. We'll try and reduce the prices for you. Tijuana with Brian, maybe. We did go to Tijuana, but I'm not sure about Brian. So let's take a closer look. So we have the chrome effect polystone, all silicone, the battle damaged effect, all the blood. Okay, we have 10 minutes more left on the stream. Any more questions, let us know. This is your last chance to invite friends, family, neighbours, friends of friends, LinkedIn contacts. If this is the last chance to see it for today. One-third Lord of the Rings we are making. Dogs are welcome if they can like and share. Let's face it, Europeans don't work that hard anyway, especially the French, so they should be sharing this post as much as possible. Yeah, we will have another stream for USA as well. The grenades at the moment, 3D printed, but we will have polystone grenades. Not real grenades, unfortunately. For next year, we'll announce that later. We don't want to say too much right now. Mr. POPO 7876, not too much. The weathering right now is as much as you'll see. See if we can add more.
因为它在背后有一个拉链子的那个。
哦，不是，但是弹幕还在刷。
就是能看的。好了，行，我坐这儿，我不动了。
可以了，
我好了，我不动了，我坚决不出这个门。
哎，你不是说1个小时之后？
本来是要过去的，我想上厕所过去。
我觉得可以再放松一点，反正人不多，你可以带大家转转展厅，
OK
然后看看我们以往的产品。就是现在多少人
？12个。
啊，这个是。
刚才还有30。
你觉得要不要看一圈，或者是还是讲这个？
可以。
看这个，现在可以等他们上人。
可以问一下，就是想对我们公司有更多的了解，或者产品看什么，可以带他们看一看。
Okay, so we've been going for around an hour and a half. We had a little bit of internet issues, but now we can give you a bit of a tour of the office. So we're going to have a little bit of a walk around. Queen Studios is legit. Here's our one-to-one Iron Man statues. We will be going live again tomorrow morning. It's all work and no play for the Queen Studios people. So Queen Studios is like the postman. We deliver. So this is some of our previous work.
OK。
Six. I had dreamed that 6 part.
I don't know. Maybe 5 or 6.
5.
So we did have some questions about Terminator earlier. So, not Terminator, Alien, the original bust. And then also some of our Wukong work.
对，去参观一下团长。
我真的不能动吗？我动这个照片又没绑在我的手机上。
So what you're looking at, guys, is probably the biggest collection of life-size collectibles in the world. We've got the Thor 1-to-1 bust, Doctor Strange. In front we have Black Widow, Venom and Carnage coming up, and also the Spider-Man and Venom quarter scale statue. So this is an exclusive tour. We've not done one of these for a while. Art the Statue Collector did a video recently, but this is the first time we're showing it people from our official channels. Okay, we'll probably give it another 10 more minutes, and then we'll be joining you again tomorrow morning our time, maybe in the afternoon or evening in the USA. Okay, so we probably have around 5 more minutes left. Looks like the numbers are dropping a little bit. If you're catching us at the end of the stream, we will be back tomorrow or later today your time. So any questions, we can answer them then. Make sure you get your friends and family to join the stream. Can we see the damage behind Arnold? To the rear of Arnold, there is no battle damage. You can just see the leather jacket in the back of his head. So most of what you can see right now is what you can see. This is how most people see the bust. Final questions. We have 5 more minutes. Around the back. So we'll try to show you as much as we can around the sides. Thank you, Jeddah, for sending people our way. We will be back at 9 AM China time, which should be in the afternoon in LA and the evening time New York, early hours in Europe, and a decent time in Asia. So if you missed the stream, we'll be back tomorrow to answer more questions live. Make sure you come back tomorrow. So the silicone is around this portion of the body, and it's soft silicone, very high quality, medical grade, with all the battle damage, and then we have the polystone From around here, it's not silicone.
多帅啊！你平时就在意吗？啊？你要来个啤酒？我不要。还是吗？
If you are interested in buying this bust, we did see that there's some comments about a static version. However, the mechanical version is the primary one we're going to go with for now. The last Arnold Schwarzenegger T-800 that we made sold out very quickly. So if you are interested in this piece, do let us know. But make sure you place your pre-order very soon because it's likely to sell out. Customers in Europe that did order this and had issues in the past, will sort you guys out as well. We have some reserved. We expect this to sell very quickly. Okay, if you've got some tough decisions to make, whether it's feed yourself or buy this bust, I think you can go a month without food. Maybe you can buy this bust. That's just my personal recommendation. Okay, thank you for the feedback, Dr. Hobby 7653. For people that are afraid about their partners seeing the price of the bust, if you really need to, we can create a custom invoice. So that will make it look as though it was cheaper than it actually was. If you need a custom invoice to show your partner, we can do that. We can make it look as though it was cheaper. Divorce, that's a tricky one. We don't want them to have 50%. So again, we can look at custom invoicing. That's the best we can do. We can create a custom invoice that says that this is only $300. And then you can show that to your wife or significant others. Custom invoices are an extra $10 and that will be payable to my personal bank account. So if you want to DM me, I'll sort that out for you. But for real, it can be done, not for the tax man, but for significant others. Thank you, Godlike Statues. Appreciate the support. We also know you have a big follower fan base, so make sure they know about the custom invoicing. $300 is not the actual price, but the price you can tell your wife or significant other. Okay, so if you've got any more questions, let us know. We've got probably 2 more minutes of the live stream. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning, our time, in the afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Okay, we'll look at the t-shirt, but we wanted to show as much battle damage as possible. We can look at reducing that. That is a good question and a good point to raise. So the silicone movement in the head itself isn't something to worry about. We've been working with a company in the northern part of China for the best part of 3 years, and they've been working on hundreds of products similar to this, hundreds of projects. So we've no concerns about the silicone. The way it's designed is that this should last as long even longer than the motor, so I wouldn't worry about that. If there are any issues, you can contact our customer service team and we'll look after you. Okay, so last questions. If you have any more questions, let us know. Probably have around 1 or 2 more minutes left. So yeah, this is a very soft silicone. Very durable, but very soft. Both equally, the quality is equal in terms of the longevity. This one's just softer. At the moment, we'll share more information about the alternative hand later. Nose hairs, no. Ear hairs, no. Maybe if we did a later version, possibly. We won't, if we announce a static version, we'll announce it very soon. We won't come out with one out of the blue, so don't worry about that. So if your other T-800 has nose hairs, I don't remember we did that, but if it did, then that's pretty much a Christmas miracle. It's pretty awesome. Maybe you should share that online. If nose hairs are make and break, we'll charge you $1 per hair and we can sort that out. Just DM me. I'll personally make sure that happens for you. Thank you, Marco the Collector. Remember, custom invoices for your wife, significant other or partner. DM me, I'll sort you out with the custom invoice, $10 a piece. I'll make this look as cheap as possible so to avoid any divorces or any other splits. No other plans for Dutch from Predator. We are interested in Predator, but licensing is the issue right now. Final questions, just shoot them through right now. I'll have another minute or so. Okay, so if there's no more questions, we will be back tomorrow. That'll be in the afternoon for most people in the US, early hours of the morning in Europe. The Matrix, no plans as of yet. So thank you for watching today's live stream. If you enjoyed today's live stream, make sure you come back tomorrow, invite more people, and then we'll do more content like this. But it all depends on who's willing to watch and comment, because we're missing valuable drinking time right now. We're here for you basically, so if you're not here, we won't be here. Support us tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, thanks guys. See you next